going on, everyone? Happy Thursday, Wednesday. So I'm getting the days all wrong, as always. Uh, Hopefully, everybody is having a good evening. Staying safe. Um, um, Staying encouraged, staying blessed, all that, good stuff. And yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate that very much, Tanya. Thank you. Appreciate it. Just now getting these notifications. But hopefully everybody, outside of everything else is having a I really have to restart my phone. I said I was gonna do that earlier. Yeah, I still didn't do it. So I'm going to do that now. Cause I don't know why this thing is still showing like unless it's saying I don't know why I'll just restart it. Hopefully it'll not. So you know what? Let me go into the because I thought I restarted because it clears everything out. And I just think that's weird how I cleared it and it's still showing. I don't know why. I don't even know how that even began. You know, in the first place. But whatever. Whatever. So yeah, gonna continue with the Guardian games from earlier. I did like um, a couple of them earlier. You know what I mean? But I was like, yeah, let me, get off of here and try to get some rest and stuff. Because I was kind of tired. So I'm like, yeah, let me just, get showered up and go eat something, relax, and come back later, which I am. And like I mentioned earlier, I said I was going to be on a little longer because I'm off tomorrow, so I don't have to like be on early or anything or get off earlier than normal. So and that's one of the things that I mentioned. I don't know if anyone caught it, but I think the only one that I know of probably was Dee Dee, where I mentioned that I won't be on as much, if at all, because of because of all this stuff that's going on now with me. So yeah. Anywho, what was I? Oh yeah. So alright. So you know what? I think I might start off with this new thing for the cause I was dreading doing it the other night, but then I'm like, nah, cause I have a feeling it's gonna take forever to do. So I'm like, I will do it. I just can't believe they have this one here, which don't make sense because I already I remember completing this, and I completed it on my own. As confusing as it was, I'll never forget that stream when I was doing this one. It felt like it took dang near an hour and a half just to complete this. It was insane. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Trying to get through all of this, and there was no like real guide or anything. I didn't even go on like YouTube to like, because a lot of times YouTube might have like um, videos of people doing that, and I know if I went that route, um, it definitely would have taken more. If I would have took like 2.5 hours probably, and I'm like saying to myself, look, just like just like my friend Miss Outlaw told me, I came for a good time, not a long time, and I agree. So, was it this? Wait, it was Court of Blades investigated. Oh, this right here. All right, let me get some bounties first. Make sure I'm ready up for that, because I do not want to go in there and not have anything. Not that the bounties would really do anything per se, because they probably won't. But it's always good to just have some there, just for something extra, or to have something extra or whatever. So, all right, well the thing is going, at least I don't have to worry about that. Um, yeah, I don't have to worry about that thing. I don't know how that happened earlier with the, excuse me, with the apps and stuff. It's kind of weird, but hopefully it is resolved now, and that issue don't happen again. If it do, then it just do. Oh well, but it shouldn't though. Normally this game has music on it, but I turned it off because I wanted to hear mine. It wouldn't make sense to have the music I have on and then have their music playing. So no. So yeah, they got me in some apartment. Maybe this. Oh wait, maybe there's a bounties in here. I gotta go up here. I wonder where what's the dude's name with the I forgot his name, but he's somewhere where you can get like a lot of exotic stuff. I wish I knew where that was. All right. First death does not consume a revive token. Your first death does not. I'm confused. Oh wait, maybe it has to be like that. Um. Okay. So I know there's no bounties here. I think it's. I think it's the other place where you gotta do that. This thing. Whatever this is, I'm still confused by this. Worldly weapons, worldly armor, episodic arm, whatever. I don't know what this stuff means. So I really don't. I'm just like going with the flow in a sense. All these things, tonic capsules and stuff. Like, what am I supposed to do with all this? God, all this confusing stuff. Like I said, here for a good time, not a long time. Lord. Alright. Okay, so I was in here, I think. Oh, I was in here. I think it's over here. I'm supposed to go. No, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go stairs, I think, or outside. Right, then apartment or apartments, according to that. Alrighty then. That's over here. See if there's any banners. Tonic enable final blows.
I wonder what we'll discover next.
I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. Requires 2 at 3 minor. Oh, 2 of these, I guess. Then I unlock this. And to get this, I have to do all this other extra stuff. EDZ, raw sectors on Europa. I feel like when I'm doing this again, I'll hold off on it. I thought it was gonna be something different there. What's this? Doesn't look like that. What? What's to do with all these nuggets? And whatever all this other stuff is. Major fieldwork, moon fieldwork, EDZ, Nessus, Europa. Major field. Oh, I know what all that is. I think you have to like go to certain spots in the EDZ and then whatchamacallit. So I'm not doing that right now, but I'm gonna do this other one. Complete a run of Tomb of Elders. Whatever that is, okay. I think that's Shard or Arc Final Bulls. I mean Stasis. Stasis or Arc Final Bulls. I think I have an arc weapon, so that's a final blow right there. What color is this again? This is a Royal Protector. Royale Protector. I guess, no. Can't just use this one. That's fair enough. Coordinated. But alright, what we got to do? We got increases after each phase. Combatants may have unique qualities and flashing effect. That's why that's why I have the void with the hunter. That way I can go invisible, receiving room progress while not holding a room environment. Further progress. How do you even get a room? Like what the? I don't know. I'm not here to be confused. I just want to have fun and enjoy this. Can't do that with all this confusion. Like I need to know what's happening. could show me what's up. 'Cause I ain't never did this before till now, so I hope they don't leave either. Cause people have the tendency of, you know, coming in a match and then leaving. Like either you need to fix your internet or stay in the match. Like I'm sick of that. I'm like, come on now, man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't leave nobody hanging like that. Man, you died once, and then I'm just going back out. Idiots. Let's see what this is all about. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's not like anything where you gotta keep your revives and stuff.
Welcome to the new High War, knife of my slaying. My sister apprised me of your triumphs. Our logic is proved in violence, but many pretenders challenge your sovereignty. Do not disappoint us, heir.
I got jumped through here.
Once levied, a death tide must be paid. Whether it is your blood that is spilled or not, the deepest sated all the same. The strongest must assume the tainted
Oh.
ground. Show us the strength you
He's taking that too dang fast, man. She busy. Oh yeah, I remember doing this by myself. That's what I was talking about. Damn. This is basically picking up where we left off before. I definitely remember doing this. You ain't shooting me. But I'm not in here by myself. I'll be like, tripping. Oh wow. this one. Uh, I don't have banner of light. I guess I don't have any runes. So I guess it's. Oh, I guess we gotta stand over here.
What speaks to you
Oh,
of the hollowness of
joining. I'm only right
silence?
here.
Is it a figment of your own terror, or something else entirely? Listen with intent there. Listen closely, and you may hear in the dread, yearning for voice to
Wow. Somebody messaged me or notification. Can't see it right now. Hey, what's going on, Shirley? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. It's funny because you missed it earlier. Sunshine was here. I'm like, man, these people are something else. I'm okay, I'm doing well. I can't complain. I'm starting my gig on Monday, but my equipment came for it, so you know, to get that set up Friday, and then I'll be up and running for sure. I had orientation yesterday and today, so but oh, you was catching up on it? Yeah, it was. They actually reached out to me. When was it? Like last week. So I was like, oh, okay, okay. And then I had to go through all the protocols and stuff. Like with the all the information you had to put in and stuff to get started. So I just said, why not? And now I'm here. And so definitely looking forward to getting started with that officially on Monday. I think Friday is the day where we have to have everything set, um, and then so that way when we have, because they're giving us, each of us are given a what the heck? Each of us are given like a time slot for Friday with an IT person, so they could like go through everything, make sure that we're good for that. We're getting paid for that too, so that's a good thing. That part seemed to take the longest. I'm glad that. Yeah, I know, right? What's funny about that whole thing is the one thing I don't understand is like when you like put in for something and then dang, when you put in for something and they be like, no, no, we don't want you, even though you're dang near overqualified. That's probably what the problem was. Um, where are we at now? This thing is taking us all over the place. Um, that's like you're overqualified, and though they always like, oh, we're gonna go with somebody else. I hate that. Like, oh, your stuff is great and everything. You would be a great fit, but we're gonna go with somebody. Like, okay, whatever. But but yeah, you're right. It always is like, but I'm just glad that everything is getting started soon. But yeah, I just been to myself, trying to catch up with everybody, like catch up with your stuff and Sunshine stuff amongst like a few others. Oh, it's this way. Um, you know, when I can, of course. But yeah, I don't think I have anything here. Can't get any of this stuff. This sucks. So A, B with C.
Blood begets
Oh
blood.
yeah, no problem. I have a 'cause I think she had asked me too one time. I have a account, like a Discord account, but I'm not like in a you know in a Discord specifically. It's just been so long since I've like used it that like you know I probably gotta change my password and all that stuff. But yeah, y'all will appreciate it for sure. But yeah, some person, they came in and I forgot what they said. They just came in talking about like said some weird stuff like, "Oh, I hate myself." I'm like, or something to that degree. I'm like, what? I didn't use mine for the first year. I had it. It was until later I was heavy. Just yeah, I used to be in a few, but then I left them because it was just like some stuff just wasn't. I knew like after a while, like some of the stuff that was going on in there, it just wasn't for me. So I just left it, you know. Because people would tell you, oh yeah, join this, whatever, and then it's like you do, and then they want you to be active. I'm like, uh, that's I don't know how that's gonna be possible, especially if I'm busy, So and it's just like I said, some stuff in there, it just seemed like it was about like a bunch of mess. It was like about messy stuff. I didn't know at first, until after a while I realized, oh, I guess this is what this stuff's for. And I said, yeah, this ain't, this ain't my thing, or at least for me. So I just left it. No worries at all with that. I was out of there. Weird people be saying crazy stuff from random. Yeah, like I didn't expect somebody to just come here. And here's the crazy part about that. Then you would think now you would think right for somebody who talks like that, like oh I hate myself and all this other stuff. Basically, because what I was saying was it's like look like they have a hotline to call for stuff like that. So you know, but I'm saying to myself like okay you're saying these things, right? So I went back to, cause Sunshine had timed them out for 30 minutes. Like you got to think about what you're saying before you come back, cause this is a positive page and stuff, right? So um, so I said YouTube isn't the place. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what she was saying.
I see
Like this ain't the place for that. And I was saying to myself, man, if Shirley was here and seen this, Lord,
hesitant to take
I can only imagine. if you was there and seen what they were saying.
Civilians.
So now, for somebody like that, right? You would think that they're the type that's like, um, you know, always like super negative about everything, right? I went to their page because, like, I guess when you time somebody out, like, you could see the message, right? Because I didn't have time to look at it when I was live. So when I went back and watched it over, now I watched it over because the chat was still up when I ended the stream. So I went back to look, and I went to their page. Their page said everything the opposite of what they was talking about. Jesus, everything was about Jesus and the Lord and all this stuff. So I said, hold up. I'm like, how could you be in here talking, you know, about that, but your page says this stuff. This list don't make sense. That's what threw me off. It is. It is. It is. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I could is this over? Thank God. This what I was just doing was very confusing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just following their lead. Um, yeah, it's strange. Like, I, cause you would think people that be talking, they'll have like a bunch of like mess on their page and stuff like that. They had a bunch of Jesus stuff. I'm like, what is this? What? Hey, what's going on, Sunshine? I was just, recapping kind of what happened earlier with that one weird person, the one that you had timed out. I guess they ain't back. Yeah, I went to that page before I timed them out and saw the. Oh, you did? Yeah. See, that's how I was like. That's what I was telling Trilly. I'm like, how are they in here talking all crazy like that? And you know, but yet their page says otherwise. That's almost like you see people say that they are about all of that, but then their actions say other. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm like, what is this? Because something told me, I'm like, let me see if I could, find that page, and I'm like, all right, let me go in there and see what it's all about. Go in there, I'm expecting like the worst of the worst things, and then I'm seeing that. I'm like, whoa. I always go to if I don't know person. They're just like it. It threw me off because I'm like I said, somebody coming in talking crazy like that, either they have nothing on their page or it's just a bunch of like mess or nonsense, and it's like, no. I said, oh, okay, so you're one of these people. That's probably why you was asking if there was trolling, because I'm like, hey, I just think people like that, I don't know, man. They need some serious help. They deserve to get timed out. I was going, oh, Panera, like Panera. I was about to say you go to Panera Bread. I'm sure they got some good. Yeah, they were crash. Maybe it was somebody. Maybe their thing got whatchamacallit, or maybe it was somebody else like on their. Uh, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, pages. Yeah, I know. Now that I looked that over, I was like, cause I skimmed through what you said, and I was like, and I thought, I'm like, does she mean pages or something like that? And then there you went and But look, I've 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 that was pretty wild though. The the video I saw of the Trilly's birthday one, I did not know it went that far with that. I honestly didn't know. And the other dude, that was up there with him, I was like, what? That's strange. Wow. I mean, hey, it's like keep that over there. You know, that's why I don't blame y'all for staying where you. It's like you want to keep your peace and stuff. So I get it. Yeah, it threw me off too when I was listening. I'm like, what? No way, no way. Then for some, like, for one, how do you allow for somebody to come up on your thing and do that? It's almost like you're co-signing with that stuff, you know. And then say something like, "Oh, I know people like certain animals." Then when you say "but," it's like you already know something bad's about to come out their mouth when they say "but." It's like why even why even say that at all to begin with? It's like just keep that to yourself, man. I don't even know why the other one was up there. Like, I don't know. I don't know because if you're gonna do all that and then you know that there's people that like cats or certain pets, um, why put that out there? It's like you don't know who in your chat, because I don't know when that was said if anybody really caught on to what was said, and then to not let us go up and confront him about it. Oh wow. Yeah, so you could at least give your thoughts and your opinion on it, you know, especially for somebody who always, I don't want to say always, but but typically would, drop the link, to have someone else up there, but then not have y'all go up there and at least give what y'all, your opinions on what was said. I don't know why, he didn't let y'all up. It's weird, man. Very weird. That's why Harley be around, cause like um, it's just certain things. It's just certain things that is talked about in general that just don't even sit right. I just like nah. If I go over there, like it's usually like other people that I might see in the chat, whatever, and then then I'm out. Like when y'all was there, it's like saying hey to y'all and a few other people, literally a handful, and that's it. He picked his little friend. That's okay. We don't need. I don't blame you. He knows. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know about Trilly and the cats, so I can definitely see why you felt like that. Even if you didn't have cats, if you just happen to love cats or whatever, or like cats, I can see how. Yeah, that. Wow. He knew that, but then still, wow. That's yeah. That's not good. That's not good. Not a good look. But hey, y'all are better off where y'all are anyway. Sometimes things or whatever they don't. last last long. I told him before in a different context that I always pick my cats over Raggedy Man, and that's exactly what I. Hey, cats are more pets in general. You know, they're more loving than people. I mean, look how people treat cats. Okay, got people treat their dogs. Look how people treat any other pets that they have. You know, it's disgusting. It just it's you just don't do that, man. You just don't do that. 'Cause I can almost guarantee if he had a pet, he wouldn't be having that. But you know, it's just dead wrong, flat out wrong. You just don't do that. You just don't. Whether you have a pet or don't, you gotta have sympathy for the ones that do. Like, if that was me and I heard those words, I'd have been like, hold on a second, man. Like, look, I would have just dropped him down. You know, like, we're not gonna have this, you know, this going on. Especially him knowing that there's people that are in, meaning y'all, that are in his chat and are up on his panel for, most of the time, knows that y'all are cat lovers, pet lovers, whatever the case may be, and like, come on. And probably other people that was in there. I don't know who was in there, because I didn't even see that particular live. I don't think. If I was there, it probably was in the beginning and just said hey, and then hey to a few people, to him, and then that was it. I don't usually stay for the whole thing. He does. He has a small dog. His previous dog died, and he told us he was mad and he wanted to hurt someone, but he doesn't have the emotional intelligence. Wow. Wow. Mm. Well, hey, like I said, keep that over there, man. Like, just keep all that other stuff over there. It's not even worth trying to. No, I understand. I understand why y'all would feel that way, cause I would feel the same way. He doesn't stand on anything he does. He's too much of a coward to say our names, but he constantly says put a name on it, but he won't say our. Yeah, you have a point there. I think I've heard that before. Um, oh yeah, like about other people putting a name up. Like if somebody else was to say something, he'll always say like put. They'll like nah, put a name on it. Don't just do no subliminal or whatever. Just you know, put a name on it or something to that degree. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, hey, like I said, you can keep all that over there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's crazy. Crazy. I don't even know what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, complete a run of Tomb of Elders. I think I seen that somewhere. He talks about us, but not by name. Oh, damn. Wow. He talks about us, but not by name. And how people told us. Oh, like by like subliminally, but it's about y'all. But he like there's no specific names or anything. It's just like that it's about you. They left it unsolved. No, dang. But I said Sonny and I have tons more time to do what we need to do for our channels and our friends' channels. Yeah, yeah. Because when y'all was over there, it seemed like more people, was was showing up, you know. I mean, I was there, prior to that, but not like all the time like that. Because, like I mentioned earlier to Sunshine, like I'm not there. Because one of the things that I noticed was like when um, there's certain things that he would say that was like, it's almost like, why do you have to bring that up about the, um, what was it? It's gonna come back to me. All about like supporters, I think. After a while it's like, okay, like we get it. I always have to keep bringing it up, like almost like rubbing it in people's faces, like, oh yeah, I got my whatever gang or van or minivan thing. Like we get that, but you don't have to make a whole show about it or constantly keep bring. Like, we get it, we understand. Everybody has their own select group. You don't see me doing that. All I say is I just support. I appreciate the support from from people. I usually do it like at the end, but I'm not gonna take 15 minutes and 20 minutes and just constantly talk about it. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel. That's how I kind of feel. I never mention it, but I kind of, I don't even have to say anything. It's like I can see it, and you know, and I'm like, come on, man, like we get it. He wants, he wants our people. Well, we have our people who we know support us, but we don't have to live. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I know like for me, because because oftentimes you might hear like I know who's around and stuff. Like that's tiring hearing that. You know, we know that you know who's around and who's not around. You know, and the obligation thing is like, okay, well, we understand that if you have an understanding of, you don't have there's no obligation, then why do you have to constantly bring up the whole support stuff? Like, it's ridiculous. He has like five people that sticks with him, and he drives that fact in the ground. That's a cult of dummies. I appreciate all that support me. Rather, they're wait, hold on. Rather they're there all the time, or once. Yeah, rather if they're there. Yeah, that's how I am. Thank you. Like I I get that part too. Like, cause I know like who's there. Um, but I don't go around saying every single time I'm live, like, or every other time that, like, oh well, just naming it, like I have a group, or I'm not doing that. Like, I know who's there, and if I'm not one of those people that, like, if let's say y'all wasn't around like for a month, I'm not gonna start going, well, oh well, you know, kind of like subliminally talking about like the like fake support type stuff. I don't do that. I don't look at it like that. We're all adults, and exactly. I understand the fact that if you're not around for a month, a couple of days even, that like you have things going on in your life. Exactly. Exactly. That's it right there. That's exactly it. And um I just never understood that. Um the whole obligation to attend. I was like, okay, all right. So if there's no obligation and they're not around as much as you probably would want them, why is there an issue? Why do you have to go and start saying, "Oh well, I know who's around," and um, that's why I have my like you mentioned, like exclusive club type stuff. It's like, man, this is just YouTube, man. It ain't even that serious. I appreciate the support. I get support from people dang near from everywhere. It's not just the same, like you said, 5 people. Like there's people that randomly just would share my stuff, and then other people would come in, you know, whether if it's from the states or not from the states, you know. But I'm not going around talking, doing that type of stuff. He crawled out when me and Trilly couldn't get on panel one day, saying he's a one-man show and doesn't need anyone on the panel. He said that? Wow. Wow. Goodness gracious, man. It is not that serious because you're genuine and people can feel it and they're drawn to it. Oh, me? Well, I appreciate that. I'm always gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are too. And like I don't have to. I don't like broadcasting stuff. I don't have to. Even if I could, I wouldn't. I just like to keep stuff like um to myself in a sense. You know. But no, you're welcome. I could see that. And y'all are genuine, especially the fact that y'all was over there like dang near almost every day when he was live. That's support right there. You didn't have to do it. You did it because you wanted to. You know. So, but the fact that he actually said that though, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's y'all. Then there's it's so many names. It's so many people that like that come through. Like I'm trying to think. It's just so many names. Like I know Dee Dee's one. I know Selena's one when she can. I know who's another one? Shay is one. Um, there's so many. There's so many. And I appreciate it. I'm not one of those people that's like if you're not around for one day that I'm not live that oh my gosh, like this fake and they start subliminally talking about like supporting and how it's not genuine and to genuine support and all this other stuff. Like what? Like is it really even that serious? Because it ain't to me. Like I always say, I appreciate it when you're able to. If you're able to make it, cool. If not, it's still cool. Just because you can't, that don't mean that now you're all these names in the book or you're fake and all this other stuff. If that's how you feel, that's your problem. And stuff like that could actually drive people away from um your channel or just you period. So you know, but I can't believe he actually a one man show, a one man show, but would occasionally have a show where he'll drop the link and want people to come up, but he's a one man show. Okay. I heard him one time. Oh, I'm up here by myself, and ain't nobody want to hit the link and all this. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, okay, sir. I've heard that one time. I was like, man, how could you be a one man whatever, but then you have the link dropped and you constantly mentioning like how nobody wants to come up if you're a one man show. That don't make no sense. For him to actually say that is just very, very strange. You know, it's very, very strange, man. I don't get it. So the only thing about these subs are they're so weak with the impact. Like 22. Yeah. But because like I said, like whatever's on my whether if it's here or if it's in the video that I do, like if it's something that's on my mind, I'm a speak on it. You know, and I kind of knew that he didn't really like or care for, you know, the type that I am as far as like, um like with beliefs and stuff like that, I already knew that. I already knew he didn't. I could tell, you know. So, hey, he can keep that over there. I think I don't know how many shows he got this week, but I think he has one tomorrow. I'm gonna listen in on it. I'm not going in there, but I'm gonna listen in just to see what you got. Don't even worry about him. You have def. I appreciate that. This weekend, shoot, what's today? What's it? Thursday now? God, this week is going by so fast. Or is it Wednesday still? It's about to be Thursday. So I don't probably relax. I'm not I don't think I have anything other than, getting like groceries. Just relax really. See what's going on YouTube or whatever. 45 minutes till I know, right? YouTube positive. Yeah, he's mentioned that I think to me once. I'm gonna try to redecorate my bedroom a little bit. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's what it is, sunshine. Because I think that was he mentioned that I've heard that too. I've heard that. I've heard like he'll say like um what would he usually say that, and there's nothing wrong like if you like a mixture of like positive and then of course like mess and stuff like that, but I'm not about all that extra stuff because if I was, my videos would be completely different. I'll be everywhere. Other than the good stuff, I'll be in people's mess, going up on people's like. I'll be, man. I don't even. I'm glad I'm not like that. I'm glad. You know, it's yeah. But I think that's what it is, and it's like, what's wrong with that? You know. But I definitely heard him mention something like that. Sunshine for sure, and it was like, oh, okay. I'm too positive for you. Um, but but and this is the thing I don't get either. I think one time he mentioned something about prayers, but yet you don't believe that. That's the thing that gets me right there. That's one thing I don't understand. Like, how do you? I I don't even know truly, but like, how are you one who is? basically against that type of stuff. Because I've heard him mention something about God and all this other stuff. I get it, you're not a believer and all that. That's fine. But in the same breath, you can't be talking about, um, because I think one time he was sick or something like that and he was asking for prayers. I'm like, you don't, in my head, I'm like, I don't even think you'd be praying. So how could you want others to pray for you that you're not even going to do yourself? And you don't even believe in that. So, hey, I'm just keeping it real. That's the thing that I don't understand with him or anybody with that's like that. You don't pray. You don't believe in it. You're so against it. You know, you're so very against prayer and beliefs. But at the same time, you want people to pray for you. That don't make no sense. If you're not willing to do it yourself, why would you want? Yeah. Hmm. It's like, don't let me do a video about that. I might have a long time ago, but you know, or I might have made a post about it, but it's just truth. That's why he's always so unhappy. Yeah, yeah. Because I was saying to myself, like, dang, like, did you even appreciate the gift that Sunshine got you? Got you? I think it was the mini fridge. You know, I don't know what it is. If he's unhappy, I don't know why. So I'm like, whatever, whatever. Let's see. I just I just thought that that was pretty strange in general. People be doing that. Oh, can you pray for me or keep me in your prayers? That's fine and dandy on my part, but why are you not doing it yourself? He even said in his mouth, he'll never have anyone's back. That's when I knew he doesn't appreciate true support. Or wow, yeah, that's wild right there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's not good. That's not good. But that's him. I'm sure there's others that probably feel the same way, but yeah, I mean, shoot, that's sad. Actually, that's not even. It's just like, oh well. I mean, shoot. Whatever comes your way, just comes your way. But that's crazy. I don't think I caught that, but uh, hey, Didi, what's going on with you? Hopefully you are doing well. Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening. Yeah, he's. I'm gonna watch it or maybe catch the playback because I don't know what time he's going live. I'm not going in there to say nothing. I just want to I just want to see what he's gonna say. you know, just want to see. And I think he has one for tomorrow, then Friday, then Saturday, and then I think Wednesday. You know, so I don't know. I don't know anything. And then and like half the people that be in there, I don't even know who they are. So it's like, man, I know they come from like different uh, areas or sectors, whatever you want to call it. But eh, you can have at it with that stuff. Talking about the same thing and all. Oh God. Damn. Most likely, most likely, somebody else will probably bring up something about support, and then he'll, probably probably go on a rant about it. You know. So it is what it is. The people in this chat be the ones that he be talking about behind. Whoa. I don't blame you, truly. Especially after that incident. I wouldn't be back either. Shoot. Um, let's see. I haven't been back over there. Oh wait, the people in the sense. So really, sunshine? That's wow. That's crazy. Just wow. And of course, the people that he does that to, they don't know about it. He won't. So he won't say what he has to say directly to him, but he'll say it to others when they're not around, like or something like that. I guess like that don't make sense to me at all. Complete a supremacy match or a guardian games quiz. A supremacy match. Let's see. So I'll do a supremacy match. I don't care if I win or lose. I mean, I would want to win, but that's crazy, man. I mean, like generally speaking, like if you got something to say, man, just say it directly to them. Don't go behind somebody's back and and do that. I mean, my God, yeah, I'm not going back. I'm good. No turning back. No turning back. No turning back. I can't blame you. I wouldn't either. I just want to hear what you got to say. Yeah. I just want to hear because I think he had something scheduled today. Then he pushed it to next week. We addressed him by name on our panel. Yeah. Yep. I forgot what her name was, but yeah, she mentioned this channel. I was laughing. I'm like, dang, that's calling somebody out right there. Like, not she wasn't like being subliminal or anything like that. She just straight up said the channel name. I'm like, dang, yeah. I can't blame her or anyone. Oh, Erie. Okay, okay, yeah. I was like, dang. Cause then I saw the clip too, and I was like, oh, it's both clips. That's proof. So nobody don't get it twisted or anything. It's like, look, like, oh, that's what he said. Oh no, oh, you don't think he said that? Hold on. There's the clip. Roll the tape, and then there it is. And Kevin, like, I thought, and I really did think, cause it seemed like he wasn't about, cause I will always hear him say stuff like, he don't like, he don't be in no mess or nothing. Oh yeah, the receipts, definitely. That's what you should do. You should always hold on to something just in case somebody wanna slip up or whatever. It's like, oh really? Okay, hold on a second. Remembering what you said on February 3rd, 2025 at 5:16 p.m. It was raining outside. You remember that? But I didn't think Kevin was the I thought wrong with him because I didn't think if it was anybody that would be up there doing something like that, it wouldn't be him. But hey, I mean, you can't. I guess these days you can't. You just have to see it for yourself. He was one I didn't think would be up there talking like that about pets and stuff. I didn't think it would be him. So crazy stuff out here, man. What time is his thing anyway? Sometimes it could be early in the morning. Um, it's at 10:15. So I've been busy lately. That's what the thing is. It was weird. It seemed like he thought he was gonna be praised for it. Oh yeah, 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 yep. That's exactly what you had said in the video. That's exactly what you said too. Yeah, he probably thought people was gonna like get praised or laugh or something like that, which obviously is nothing to laugh about. Um, there's nothing to be taken lightly because if that happened to his pets, yeah, I don't think he'll be singing. He wouldn't even be up there. So, so I'm saying these people don't think before they just start blurting out stuff, thinking people won't catch what's like. Come on, man. Is this that one moment you just slip up and yeah, because when I saw the clip, I was like, "Wait, that's Kevin." Jackie announced on the internet forever with his name attached to it. Yeah, see, I don't, yeah, I don't do that whole panel thing. I can't remember the last time I was on one. I think it was around when I first came around, and I really didn't know the whole lingo and stuff. Like, people would say, "Oh, sub up to this person." I'm like, okay, sub up to that person. So, and then there was times where I would go on certain thing panels, whatever, but it was very brief. Um, but whenever I would go on there at the time, this was like years ago, probably like around 2022 ish. Um, when I was up there, it was never anything that had to do with no mess, no none of that stuff. Cause nobody was at that time. It wasn't no real like I guess like beef stuff, or whatever. But then when I noticed that that was going on, I was like, yeah, I can't be up here. I just gotta pick and choose wisely. Or if I'm up there and some stuff go down, then I'll be going off too. So I'm not about that life. I mean, that's one of the things that he told me was I think it was him, Chase, and Unwanted Smoke. They always would tell me, just to like, because they knew I wasn't that type of person, so they said, just to, just steer clear from that type of stuff because we don't want to see you in no nonsense stuff. That's something I could appreciate because nobody would really look out like that. But now it's like we start seeing all this stuff. It's like, man, look, gotcha. But now it's just like, man, it is what it is now. It is what it is now. It's like sometimes Kevin goes in. Hey, hold on. Savars and B Man's chats, but I'm a mod in both. So if he shows up, I'm banning. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I don't blame you. After all of that, shit. Must have get shot. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you. Like I said, kind of wish this didn't have like a mini map. That way I'll know like where nobody knows, where who is who. Sonny and I have had people try to start a fight with us. You know what we did? Nothing. We don't go back and forth. We say our piece and go. Yeah. Yes. Amen to that. I don't even have a special limit weapon. That's the way to do it. People try to get you out of your element and try to get you to say things you don't want to say. You're not that type of person. Now if you have to be like that or whatever for the time being, then hey, if it comes out, it comes out. But that's just not who you are. So, and then at some point, it's like, all right, enough's enough. By what's it gonna do me by going exchanging back and forth? That's something that they would want you to do. You know, they want you to get like that. For whatever reason. I mean, it's probably because they got nothing better to do. So, gotcha. Mm. But yeah, I don't blame y'all. I'm not the going back and forth type person either. That's why, you know, I mean, I never had nobody do that with me. So I don't got time for that. Got you. Up. I do not have time for that. It's not even worth it. Oh, I fell off the map. I have, I've been having a tremendous amount of fun just doing my little recordings. Yeah, they're nice though. I like it. I like listening to that. It's interesting. It's intriguing, and you know, very interesting. No, you're very welcome on that. I try to catch them when I can. So now if this was somebody else, they probably feel a type of way that I'm not, watching stuff. Lord have mercy, man. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like your voice, like just the way everything is laid out. It's just, oh come on. Somebody's name is Guardian Down. Wow. Hey, I'll just be, I'm just being honest. No, but it's great though. I like listening to it. Very nice. I forgot which one I listened to. Like I don't know how many times. I don't have no special. Uh, why you always find the crazy things? I don't know. Guard in this game. Like when you're playing, like if I'm playing with another person, like if I'm playing with one of my friends, because she has this game too. So like if I'm playing with her, um, when we killed each other, and let's say she dies, I would hear Guardian down. The guy would be like Guardian down. Then I'd have to like go and try to revive him. So I'm like, why would? So to me, when they do stuff, put names like that, that means you're really invested in this game to be putting Guardian down. Like, could you imagine? Like, why would you want your? Oh lord. Like, why would you want your Xbox name or PlayStation name to be? Like, could you imagine? Guardian down invites you to a party chat. No. Or like I found one on Call of Duty the other night. The name said baby oil. I said, nah, bro. Baby oil? You serious? Oh my god. Oh nah. Yeah, baby, I'm dead serious. Baby oil. I don't know how and why I be finding those names. I found Diddy once. I'm like, y'all, I'm like, Xbox, Call of Duty, whatever. Y'all own this? Seriously? If I tried to put that name in there, it probably would say the text is prohibited and all this other stuff. But they can get away with it. But baby oil, come on now, bro. Exactly, sunshine. What on the yeah, that name, yep. All the thumbnails I seen are fire. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out too. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Golly. But I've come across some weird names like Guardian on this game. Guardian. I'm like, y'all really immersed in this game to be calling yourself Guardian. And then one of the names of the bosses, they put that as the name. I said, man, okay. Raging Waffles. Okay. Exactly. What on the, what on the Diddy? It's crazy. I can't jump over there. Oh, she does? Okay. You should see some of these these clan names and the descriptions. Like they be putting like their whole. I'm like, y'all serious? They'll be putting stuff like they'll put a whole description in their for their clan. All these rules and stuff. Like you have to do this. You have to add this person to your Discord. You have to have this many like your stats have to be this. It's like hold up, man. Ain't nobody got time to be doing all of that. What happened to just, playing the game for fun? That's what I thought it was about, getting away from all the stuff that's going on in the world. And, but that's what I thought. Maybe I'm tripping. But, oh, let me get out the way. This man casted a super. I am out of here. And they won anyway, so. Exactly like how I'm doing. But these names, they'll put like dang near like two, three, four paragraphs in their description. I'm like, ain't nobody wanna, you know, join all of that. It's like, please, like, why do I have to, um, dang near sign a waiver just to join your clan? Like, come on, man, that's crazy. Your team lost. I know we lost. You have to put it all up there like that in all caps. Like your team lost. I know. Like it literally just came up on the screen right after we lost. You gotta rub it in my face like that. Like, come on. Let me see if I can find who's in it. Oh, some weird clan names. So we got Pain, we got SOL, we got just the letter C, we got Thor, we got OTOA. I guess that stands for of their own accord. Let me see. Look at this. We hunt the things that go bump in the night, for we are the sheepdogs. Wow. friendly, easygoing group that doesn't take ourselves too serious. Yeah, right. It's about fun and cohesiveness amongst members. Drama will not be tolerated. Yeah, okay. 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 Look at this clan. It just says Children of the Traveler. Get your grind on. Wow. The fact that you got children in there and then gonna talk about get your grind on. Yeah, okay. I should report that. Oh gosh. The most dramatic clan. Yeah, they talk about, oh yeah, we're calm. We don't get into no trouble. And as soon as you get in that clan, then all of a sudden they be giving you orders and stuff. You gotta do this. You got nah, no, no. You keep them orders over there. I'm good. Anytime you see anything that says mostly trying to like mostly to here to have fun, I think it's the opposite. I don't think it's what it says. They probably do that to just to get you in, and then when you're in, it's like this is what it is. Nope, I'm out. Like, look at this one. You probably can't see it because the lettering is so small. It says every shot counts, every win critical. Certified PvP freaks. So that means these are, PvP is, player versus player. So PV certified PvP freaks. That means that this is probably the only. They probably just play Crucible. So remember what I was talking about before when I said how they try to lay out all these rules that to. This is a perfect example. It says for PvP, I was in a Discord server that wouldn't allow anyone to promote their content unless the owner agrees. I left because I'm my server. We promote every. Oh wow! So the the person's server or Discord, they didn't want you to promote or wouldn't allow anyone to promote their content. The owner has to agree. What did I miss? Yep, I would have been out too. I would have been gone. But okay, so this one says okay, certified PvP freaks. Okay, so for PvP, you have to have a 1.5 KD or more, which I don't know how you can check that. I don't stay in servers like that either. Yeah. How you supposed to know what's some? Oh yeah, I think I know. I think I know. And I think in Crucible you can see the kill death ratio. So I guess it makes sense. The only way certain people want to be promoted. Wait, oh, they only want certain. Oh, I see. Not everybody, just a select few. That's weird. So in order to be in this clan for PvP, you have to have a 1.5 or higher kill death ratio. No big egos. It says chill, be active, be active. Yeah, that means you don't got no life. Um, strive to improve yourself and others. What? Go flawless weekly. Yeah, that means you must live on this. Okay, so for PvE, play versus everyone. Yeah, it says strive to improve yourself and others. How am I trying? I'm not trying to improve nobody else. Okay, so for PvE, be willing to raid weekly. Get out of here with that. That's not happening. At least not with me. Um, it was bull ring wearing draw with the greens. I don't know what that is, but but yeah, be willing to raid weekly. You know how long raids take? I know how long a raid is on this game. Well, on Destiny 1 I did a raid with like 4 or 5 other people. That thing took like dang near an hour. I'm not doing that. Teach newer players how to raid. Yeah, okay. Participate in clan activities and do GMs often, or is that abbreviated for games, or is it just GMs? I don't even know what that is. Okay. So for Gambit, have dredging title. Get out of here. Win above 50% of your games. Must deposit 30 motes average. Defeat at least one guardian per invasion. Die less than 5 times per game. Bruh. You know how hard that is to do that in Gambit? In Gambit, have dredging title. So if you don't have the dredging title, then I guess you can't do Gambit with them. So you could probably have all this other stuff. If you don't have the title, then you can't. That's ridiculous. Uh, like deposit must deposit 30 volts on average. So if he averaged 29, then I guess that's not good enough. Um, defeat at least one guardian per invasion. Um, so that means I guess I'll never invade. Die less than 5 times a game. I, I don't even think deaths are count. I don't think deaths are recorded in Gambit though. How are you supposed to just to keep counting your deaths? I'll be lying every time. I'll be like, yeah, I just died twice. I'm not recording that. That's stupid, man. Let me see what this clan says. Nah, time to get active, yo. Nah, no, no. It isn't, but these people are making it like that. Okay. This person says, and these people don't know how to. Do they proofread this stuff? It says, "I know what it's like to goose, not goose, goose. I know what it's like to goose. To feel so desperately that you're right. Fear tears the legs to jelly. Dreaded, run from it, but destiny arrives all the same. Or should I say, I have? What are you talking about? I These people are ridiculous. I'll tell you, even on even on Call of Duty, I've been seeing some weird things. And then you got people in here. I be laughing sometimes, but at the same time, I be mad because like, you're supposed to, assist your teammates, but a lot of times they don't even do that. They see you down, they can revive you. They'll just keep running like you're not even there. I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I do when they do that? I report them. Just like I be reporting people on Call of Duty. I don't know how many reports. I think I have like 100. I reported and blocked like 100, at least 130 something people on there on Call of Duty. On this, I don't really. I mean, oh, I'm like, what the heck just happened to my stream? OBS is tripping. Dang OBS, I was joking around. I didn't have to disconnect like that and reconnect. But I don't know what happened just now. I'm like looking at the thing says reconnecting. All right, let's see. Barrier, unstoppable champions. But I like playing stuff that's challenging. I don't like stuff that's easy. It could get boring. So um, yeah. But yeah, I've come across some weird names before. Um, I've even had somebody call me a bum once. They call me and my friend. They call both of us. They call me a they call me a bum, and I think they call her I forgot what it was, but I was laughing because I'm like, yeah, because okay, because Call of Duty kill confirmed, right? Kill confirmed. You get the kill, you go get the tags, right? So yes, exactly. I was laughing because the objective. Oh, wait, let me make sure I have the right class set up. because the objective in Call of Duty, well, on kill confirm, you get the kill, get the tags, right? So me and her, like, we always play the objective. We always get the tags. We had dang near 30 tags apiece between us, but they was getting all the kills. So the guy was mad at us because they wanted to stretch the game out, meaning like they wanted to get. He was like, "Oh, I wanted to get my nuke off." I'm like, "Don't nobody care about no nuke." He was like, all you and that bum could do is collect tags. I said, "That's the whole point." Like, what are you talking about? It's the whole purpose of playing Kill Confirm. They could have did that on Team Deathmatch, where you don't gotta worry about getting tags or an objective. They could have did all of that on here. I just thought it was hilarious because I'm like, yo, you taking this that serious? To where you gotta call people bums and stuff like that. Nobody cares that you had like, you know, uh, 66 kills and 2 deaths. Nobody care about that. You know how old that is? Like, but yeah, a bum. I'm like, wow, okay. But when I responded with that, they didn't respond at all. So I'm like, oh, I wonder why. Like, I must have known I was right. We out here calling people bums and stuff over a game. Like, why? I'm thinking like, why? I'm like, why are you upset? You got all them kills and stuff like that, and you're upset. All right. That's why I was laughing because, well, we were both laughing because it was just ridiculous. So very, very strange. But yeah, people are strange in these games. I tell you. That's why I don't be doing like the whole game chat thing because I'm not trying to hear all of it. I'm not trying to hear people be racist and stuff like that. Like, people really do be like that on these chats, game chat and stuff. So heard that stuff for many years, and a lot of them be kids. I'm like, how y'all underage but playing games where you have to be of age? That's the part that trips me out. Kids out here sounding like they, you know, 10, 11 years old playing these games and cursing people out. Like, hold on a second. Shouldn't you be in bed? Don't you got school in the morning? But you out here. Let me get the heavy. Did I really get through? I think I did. See, now, unlike some of these other people, I'm gonna revive you. Oh wait, hold up. But yeah, these people be wild in these chats and stuff. That's why like I said, I don't mess with them. Oh wow, they be doing too much in there, saying anything. It's wild and crazy. Oh, they actually revived me. That's what's up. Surprised they did. And you have to Merkin for certain. These names, man. What
For the
the-
Cabal, being disarmed is more shameful than being killed in battle. I imagine it's the same with the Guardians and their light.
This looks like some kind of storage depot, but instead of weapons, they're collecting
I wonder what
Guardian
happened
light.
to the I think it's playing. I don't It's probably gonna say join with allies, even though I'm right here. Oh snap. Okay, I'm headed to bed. Got a early appointment in the morning. Have fun, Tim. Thank you, Sunshine. Appreciate you for hanging out. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for continuing to be a real one. You know what I mean? It's always a pleasure, when you can. And hopefully your appointment goes well too. And hopefully you sleep well. Continue to stay blessed and continue to stay encouraged and all that, all those good things. And hopefully you have a wonderful Thursday too. You know? Yeah. Just shoot. But I'm definitely gonna listen and see what's said. Not that it's important, but like you said, it's probably gonna be the same stuff. Yeah, boy. Five. So yeah, truly, you know, I wouldn't even at this point, I wouldn't even worry about any of that weird stuff over there. Just keep doing your videos, which are wonderful. Keep, being you. Um, I did not know any of that happened until um, it was brought to my attention, and I was like, well, let me go and
I've got his trail
watch the
so far.
video
What you find
or the
can
live
reveal the
stream, and
guardian.
then that's when I heard and seen it, and I was like, wow.
I understand.
Like, okay, no, you deserve it. You know, you've always been, nice to me, and I always try to do the same. As far as like just showing love and stuff like that. You don't really come across genuine people these days too often. So my thing is, it's like if you're able to find that genuine person or genuine group of people, hold on to them. You know, and you know who is too. Like a lot of times, you don't even have to say that you are. You just show it. It's usually the ones that's, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. It's like, okay, why don't you show me instead of telling me? Like, you can tell anybody anything, but show them instead. Oh shoot, I almost fell off the map. Simple as that. Yeah, if it's real, yeah, exactly, yep. Exactly. You don't have to do nothing to be validated or attention seeking. Like, no, it's not that serious. Like you said, just let it shine on through. What the heck is this? If I walk outside and I see that, I'm concerned. The cause of concern will be through the roof if I walk outside and see that. don't even want to imagine. Oh shit. Let me get that because all it's gonna take is one blast and I'm gone. Or one stomp away and I'm gone. Ah, shoot. Get out of here. Shouldn't there be a thing up here? Yeah, it is. Up, up, die. Oh shoot. Just fell off the map. Yep, I died. So much happened. Where's everybody else at? Dude, I'm right here. Don't die. Because if you die, then we got to start over. Bruh, you died. Oh my god. You couldn't just run around for like the 12 seconds? Really? All you had to do was just run around and jump. Run around and jump. And that way we could revive ourselves. It's too much happening to try to revive someone, you know, especially when you're the last guardian standing. Dang, man. I don't mind doing it again. It's just that when you get that close, it's like, come on. There's probably a bunch of little kids on here too. I wouldn't be surprised. You do? Yeah. Oh shoot. Wait a minute. I'm dead. So it's too much going on. But yeah, oh my. 12 seconds. Unless you can revive me, just run around for 12 seconds, dude. Don't try to be no hero. Don't try to be Rambo. Don't try to be Superman, Batman, whatever. Please. Alright, thank you. Sheesh. Any name is called Merkin for certain. It's right there. Oh, I'm dead. Honestly, my favorite game is Stardew Valley. It's a 8-bit game, but still detailed. If that makes sense, you have to take care of your family, your friend, and the townspeople. Oh, okay. Dang, 8-bit. the last, the last game I played that was close to that bit was 16-bit. Or was it 32-bit? No, I think it was 16-bit. Sega Genesis. How am I the last guardian standing? Yeah, I'm gonna just run around. Dang, 8-bit though. See, teammates, that's how you do it. You don't just run out there with low health trying to be a hero. Maybe not. Oh, picks. Okay, gotcha. But I know what you mean though. for it to be detailed still is something. Oh, 64 bit. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. 64 bit. You know what's funny? I still have my PS2 and um Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast, which is something because and I still play it from time to time. I mean, I play mostly like sports titles. I've always been that way for some reason. But when it comes to like genres and stuff, I play shooters and stuff, but racing, where's it at? They just did a huge update and add them off. I heard about them at doing the update. I'm like, was it like for the PS3 or something? Like, 'cause I could have swore I heard something to that effect. I could be wrong. I haven't gamed my DS for a long time. Dang. Yeah, I remember the regular Game Boy. I remember playing Days of Thunder, which was like a racing game. I remember you had to. I remember that little tiny screen. Oh my god. And so, you know, it was. It's just interesting thinking about like back then and how like the consoles used to be, how like the graphics of everything used to be, and you know, used and actually thinking like at the time, like you know what, maybe this is how it's actually gonna look. And then, you know, 20, 30, whatever, how many years later, it's like, wait a minute, like the stuff is looking like this now. Walk in the room, and then you look at the TV, and then you see like, you know, like a basketball game or a football game, be thinking it's the real thing. And then, you know, back then it was like I said, you would think, all right, well, this is it. You know, it can't get any better than this. Yes, it can. I can't believe it, and that's for every type of game. You know, 207 kills by yourself is neat to see what used to be praised for high quality, and now it looks crazy. I was talking to my brother about that the other day because we used to play a basketball game back in like 2001, I think on the PlayStation 1, and how the graphics looked, it just we didn't think it would get to this level because I mean, I don't think to the average person like the technology would take it to this degree, and they could probably do even better. I even like watching Hitman playthroughs, the like little movies. Yeah, I've seen Hitman. I think my brother's friend has Hitman. Um, my brother's friend's brother has it. You know, it's a lot. Like they even brought back GoldenEye 007 on the Xbox. I was like, what? Of course you can't play. I kind of wish you could. They had like multiplayer. But of course multiplayer back on. Cause I think GoldenEye was on the 64, Nintendo 64, and I used to play that all the time with my friends. We used to always have like little like tournaments, like uh like four of us playing on one TV screen, and they had like the split screen, like four boxes. It was crazy. And we used to do the same thing with Mario Kart, which you know was one of my favorites. I kind of wish they had Mario Kart for this console. I'm like, how y'all gonna bring back GoldenEye 007? And then yeah, I remember I remember what else? Oh, the Nintendo GameCube with those little small discs, those little CDs. You can definitely lose them things. I remember those. Um, I remember the Super Mario with the Duck Hunt. What else? The only one I never really had, well, I don't say really, but the only one I never had or owned was probably Super Nintendo. I never had a Super Nintendo. I played a Super Nintendo, but I never had it. So it must be from Crucible or something. But yeah, the split screens was fun, especially playing Mario Kart. Like I think it was like Mario Kart 64 or something to that degree. But it was definitely fun. It was competitive, a fun competitive, not like now, where you lose and people want to, beat you up and stuff. It's like, come on, man, it's just a game. Good lord, like, you want to get all like this over a game? Okay, all right. Well, wild out here. Those were the days, though. Those really were the days. Like I still have like a, a whole collection of all these PS2 games in one of my drawers. I have like I don't know how many football games I have and basketball games, and it's crazy for the PS2. So yeah, I still got my Dreamcast here. I got PS2, got my Xbox. I never had. I wanted to get a PS5 at the time, but it was too crazy, trying to get it. So I just was like, nah. No, seriously, I've been watching some speed running documentaries, and they're dead serious about. Yeah, there's definitely those hardcore gamers out there. Um, they yeah, I'm a casual, definitely. I'm not, but yeah, yeah, they goose, and they really like the gamers are probably the worst to deal with, like in terms of probably because they're so tech savvy and stuff, so they know how to do a lot of different things. Um, but but to be getting all whatever over a game, it just makes me go like, wow, I don't get why they have to take it that serious though. You gotta like you gonna hurt somebody because you lost in the game. But then again, too, a lot of people be putting money on games too, like betting and stuff. And I'm just like, why? Like it's not even that serious. Well, I guess to me it's not that serious, and to you it's not that serious, but to them, yeah, it's serious. I guess like the days of just like having fun and just enjoying it, is it's probably long gone. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Games, ranks in the season. Okay, what's this? All these little things on here. Let there be light. Oh, this. Like, what do I even get for doing this? This is ridiculous. But yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You still have your Game Boy DS? Oh, I'm supposed to go here. All that stuff I did, I still didn't really. Three Crucible matches. Come on, man. I thought it was just I had to do one more. Or actually, hold on. Defeat bosses and rush down. Oh, this is okay. I gotta do this. This exotic quest is not happening. Well, this one is, but the other exotic quest is not happening. No, one quest take almost like 2 hours. I'm not doing that, and I still can't even believe that I completed that. That's crazy. Like, no, I think I had it up until we had a house fire. Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Mm. Yeah, them old consoles and stuff. And then when you think about emulation or and like an emulator and all that stuff, like doing that, you wouldn't even need a console as long as you do everything right. You could have like your own emulators. Like you could have like what is it? Like the Nintendo 64, and then you could have damn near every console, and on your computer or either your computer or on your console. I think you can do it either way. But my friend found my friend found one for the iPhone so he can play all those old Pokemon games. Okay. Yeah, what Chase was the one that mentioned it to me about. This was probably either last year or probably the year before. He mentioned when he was playing one of those old games. I think I've asked him about like how did he get the emulator and stuff like that, and he gave me the link to it, like how to like get it and how to set it up, and I was able to set it up. It took dang near took forever. It was worth it, but because I'm like, okay, if I'm doing all this, I have to get something out of this, man. So I was able to get like what games? Some of the I was able to get some like Sega Genesis games. I was able to get some what's the other one? I think some okay. I think it was a few Dreamcast games, a few Sega Genesis games, a few PS1 games. I think that's it. Eventually, I do want to get I guess I'll say like maybe like the original Xbox. See if I can do anything with that. Of course, I would need a bigger file or a bigger space or whatever to do it. So eventually, I would want to do it for sure. But one of my friends, he has a his he it's like he collects a lot of that stuff. He'll play them from time to time. Like he has dang near every system. He got the he got the I don't think he has no Atari, but he has like he has super what's the one? He has Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, regular Nintendo, dang near all the PlayStations, dang near all the Xboxes. I'm like, dang, you got all this in here? Good lord. And I think he has some on the phone, if I'm not mistaken. Man, yeah, he has like the setup is nice too, and he has this thing where like all the systems are it's like they're hooked up to like this I forgot what you call it, but they're all hooked up to that one thing, so that way you don't have to have like um all these plugs and wires all over the place. I forgot how he did it, but because it's been
When I
a
live
minute
by
since I've
these
seen it.
rules,
I'm just like,
no
dang man, you
longer
definitely
secret.
got the setup.
That would make it easier, but
Complete any of the following objectives to earn the skimmer. At least they added some stuff in here. It's not just boring. It's interesting to me that some people collect stuff like that. It's always set up. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like they do be having it set up nice though. They have the big screen there, and it's like a little. He has it set up like in the systems are like in his own little like cubicle type thing. I think he also has like the VR, the virtual reality thing, like for the PlayStation. Um, I think he has a GameCube as well. What else? Dang near everything except probably like the really really older consoles like Atari. I don't think he has Atari. Um, Pretty much from probably Nintendo, the original one with the Duck Hunt, all the way through to the systems. Now I don't know if he has game like any of the Game Boys. Oh, he also has the Wii U, the Switch. I don't think the Wii, but the Wii U definitely, the Switch as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on for sure. Like, dang. Complete any of the following objectives to earn the skimmer. I guess the skimmer is it this? But yeah, it is interesting though that people do collect those types of things. So I definitely agree to that right there. Competitive playlist. I mean competitive catalyst. Achieve a bronze score for this week in the Guardian Age Rushdown. That's Rushdown, okay. So this is Supremacy, Rushdown, all this stuff that they have here. But yeah, I definitely agree. I remember when I had the PS3, the bulky PS3, that thing was so loud. I'm like, man, come on. I turn that thing on, it'll be all calm, and then as soon as I put a game in there, it sounded like the thing was about to explode. I'm like, okay, what's happening here, man? I'm like, why is it all loud like this? Jesus, like, golly. Oh my gosh. I got what's call it. You remember the GameCube? I'm telling you, you don't remember them little tiny discs, CDs, whatever you want to call them. They were all small. I'm like, dang, man. I think I remember playing. It was like a Golden Eye. I think that was on there. It was like Golden Eye something for that particular game. I mean, for that system. You know. Yeah, they would get hot. I'm like, the thing would be cool. You know what I'm saying? Thing would be off all day. Get home from work. I'm like, all right, shower, eat or whatever. We go, turn the PS3 on. Of course, it was the bulky one. I didn't have the other one. Turn that thing on, and then I hear it starts off all calm, you know, and then not even like 30 seconds later, it just gets all loud. And yet it would get hot because it would. I'm like, I don't even need to turn the heat on, especially in the wintertime. I'm like, I could use this. Just turn the PS, heat up, heat up the room with a PS3. I don't need to turn no heat on. Forget the heat. I don't need that. God, why do I have two of the same weapon? They don't even matter. Get rid of this one. I don't need two of the same weapon. I don't know why they do that. I guess that means I could get the I already have a machine gun. Keep giving me machine guns, man. Oh, let me unlock it, then delete it. I mean dismantle it. But yeah, they definitely would heat up the room for sure, man. I'm like, come on. I leave, come back. I'm like, why is it so warm in here? And that's why. But yeah, it's always good, when I, from time to time, go on the older consoles, that nostalgia, like,
Not enough time for this.
or even playing like some of the older,
Your stomach, Guardian. Very curious to see
older
you
games on here.
cut it back open.
Don't let dust get in the games. That's one of the things I was trying to tell my uncle. I'm like, yo, you can't let stuff collect dust. I remember one time, I don't even have it anymore, but I remember one time he was like, I'm gonna get an Xbox. Do you want this I think it was a PS4. And I'm like, sure. He's like, I got the controllers and all this other stuff, right? So I'm like, cool. So, he brings it around, and then, most people, like, if they're gonna give you their console or something like that, they'll put it in a bag. He's standing at the door with holding the thing with all the wires hanging off and the control. I'm like, uh, I'm like, why is it not in the bag or something? So
Hey kid,
luckily, I knew how to
be smart with this.
open the, like, I don't want to say pry open, but there's like a way you could get inside of the PS4, like, without damaging anything or taking the cover off. I took that cover off. That thing was so filled with dust. I said, nah, man. I said, nah. Now I don't even have physical copies of games. All of them are on Steam. I hate when folks hand you stuff like that. Yeah, I'm like, yo, like, you can't just hand me the stuff like this. Cause I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you know what, you're better off giving it to me, because if you brought that thing in there to the store trying to sell it, and they had and they was and let's just say, for the sake of argument, they tried to open it, you know what I'm saying, just to see what was going on. Oh my god, they'll probably get the thing right back to you. Or if you tried to sell, they'll probably give you probably like $3 for it. And he was bad with trying to with his discs. Most people, when they take the disc out of the like the physical copies, most
I
people
have never put faith in
uh
travel, but I am starting to trust in its
most
abilities.
people would, they take the stuff out of the out of the box and put it back in. Nope, it was never in there. It was always laying around somewhere. I'm like, bro, okay. And this is why your game's not working. I don't. How come my game's not working? Do you see where your disc is? it's laying out all over and stuff. You're sitting drinks on it. It's like, bro, like it's not a coaster.
I am continuously
GameStop
fascinated
will
by the
cuss
choices
you
you
out
guardians make
and
when
make you
molding
give
your
them.
souls. Such garishness.
Yeah, for that. Yeah, I agree. I can't even lie.
You switch.
uh, that's why I don't do no GameStop. No, I remember one time I had like maybe 12, 13 games, all in perfect condition. Perfect, like dang near mint condition. Oh, that'll be you know,
When the traveler acts, the
and I'm
world
like, I'm
changes.
like, you're not
For
making it
some,
any
it
better
gets
when you do
better.
this.
For others,
They'll be like,
worse.
oh,
What
it's
will its reformation bring?
2236. Um, that's for credit. If you want cash, it'll be like $12 or something like that. What? I'm like, not y'all not doing this, man. I hate that credit and cash thing. Like, how you gonna if you want cash, it's
The
less,
human
but
is quite
if you want
different
credit,
aesthetic
if you
from
want
the
credit, it'll
alien
be
on
more.
top, doesn't it? It's growing on me.
Yeah, it's like you better give me credit for bringing all these games in there. Shoot,
Very well.
they really would ask you that. They'll be like, do you want cash or credit? I'm like, I want how much is it in cash? They'll be like, oh, it'll be less in cash. Why?
Guarding the exposed machinery. And watch where you walk.
Why? There's like whatever, man. Whatever. I'll just hold on. I'll just keep them. That if it's gonna be all like that, even with the system. Exactly. Put the money. Then you got the hand emoji too. Yeah, nah, for real. Like it's like they yeah put all of it in my hand. Whatever's in credit, why can't you give that to me in cash? Why give me that option if you're gonna be like, come on, man. That's crazy though. What's my next quest? Like, how dare you? I brought my whole console in, wires, controllers, um, everything's working. I even did them a favor by erasing everything off so that way they don't have to do that because that'll waste more time. So I did them a favor by, doing all that so where all they have to do is just turn it on and see if it works. They don't have to log out of nothing. No, I already have all my credentials for everything. So if I get another one or another or a newer console, I could at least log in with my stuff from my account with it. So I did them a favor by logging out of everything and deleting everything, you know, and I made it easier for them. And I'm like, so the system is don't got no scratches on it. It's brand new. Controller looks like it's brand new. And you're gonna have the audacity to say, oh, it's only $80. Excuse me, do you know how much I pay for this? You know what I'm saying? Like I pay way more for this. And you gonna say $80? And they'll be like, yeah, that's for credit. If you want it in cash, it's $52. Hold up now. What? 50 who? What? Where? Exactly. Exactly. Like, come on, man. Y'all doing this on purpose now. Cause I even checked online one time, like if I was going to trade something in, how much I would get credit and in cash. I'm like, why is it a drastic difference in cash and credit? That like dang near like, like a $30, $40 difference seem like. That's crazy. All I'm trying to do, like, okay. I can't even remember the last time I was in there and, you know, did anything like that. I can't even honestly remember. So it's been a very long time. I'll put it like that. Honestly I can't remember the last time I walked into GameStop
So many
because
guardians
they know
still get
they already rip people off. So whatever you buy with credit, man they can. I was about to say they can recoup these, but never mind. But it's Lord have mercy, man. I'm like the system is dang near brand new, and you want you gonna give me less than what I pay. Nah, if the system is 250, and I had the system for like a month, I bring it back. It's dang near the same condition. Ain't no dust or nothing on it, and you only gonna $85 in credit. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, well maybe it's more in cash. How much is it in cash?
the
Oh,
guardians
$25.
pure arrogance.
Nah, bruh. No, just hold on to it. I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it as a collector's thing, cause I'm nah, ripping me off. $80 paid like 150, 200 for something. You gonna give me whatever. Yeah, I was close to saying that, but you know, it's crazy, man. I don't even know if people even do that anymore. I don't think they bother going in the store to do that type of exchange. I don't think they do. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go on the website right now, real quick. I just want to see something real quick. I just want to see what's going on. What's going on? All right. Was it GameStop.com? I think GameStop. Then gotta go to the trading thing. Let me see. GameStop.com. Man, it's supposed to see. I just want to see. All right. Trading cards. Buy and sell your graded trading cards. Wow, I didn't know they was doing that. It's crazy. Crazy. I never really got into trading cards like that. Yeah, my uncle was always telling me about trading. Well, I think like with sports cards and stuff. Oh, this card could be worth this. This card could be worth this. Well, why don't you find out, man? That's all you gotta do. Just find out. All these football card sets and stuff like, dude, I don't know about no 1970 something football card set, bro. I don't. Wait. I only seen the highlights of stuff back then. I ain't seen nobody play. Maybe you did, but not me. Um, so yeah, that Pokemon card, like, nah. All right, let's see. Trading. we're at the trading screen now. Alrighty then.
The
So you could
library
trade
was
in.
more than just the forges. It
You
was
could you could
current
trade in
action
graded
and
trading cards.
what
Looks
spirit
like
must
there's
be guiding
Pokemon cards. I don't know. Smartphones, wearables like watches, amiibos, controllers, retro game. All right, let's see. If I let's look at consoles. 'Cause I just want to see. Like if I was to trade in, get trade value. Okay, so the one I have is the Xbox Series S. So the trade value. I forgot that they want to act like it's common knowledge. I don't know these people. But check this out. I forgot about this. So if you want, so let's, cause like with GameStop, you know how they have those membership things where like, was it Pro and stuff like that? I think it's Pro. So if you have a Pro membership, if I wanted to trade my system in, for store credit is, well, if you round it off, it's $182. If I want it in cash, it's $127. That's with the Pro value. Like if I had that Pro membership, right? Because I guess like with the membership um you get more like discounts or whatever in general. But that's if I'm a Pro member. If I don't have the Pro thing, if I'm not a member of any of that stuff, just have a regular whatever regular value store credit, I would get $165, and cash I'll get 115. Now, why does that membership affect the trading cost? I don't know. Cause I'm thinking about like, okay, for store credit, yeah, it don't make sense. That's just for the system. I didn't even do no. I don't even want. I can imagine doing like a regular game. So like, you could trade in like a Xbox One, a PS4, Xbox One S. So if I had a PS4 and I wanted to trade the PS4 in, um, remember this is a system, a console. This isn't like a game. So if I wanted to trade in the PS4 with the membership with store credit is $66. If I wanted it in cash, is $46. Now, if I don't have the membership, if I want to store credit for the PS4, it's $60 even, and cash is $42. Ain't that something? That's sad, man. That is sad. That's crazy, man. I'd be pissed off, man. If I didn't know nothing about this, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm trading my console. It is basically in mint condition and all this, and then oh, it's gonna be $46. What? $46? Yeah. Oh, no, 66 dollars or something like that. You
So
know.
strands get
Oh,
secrets
that's credit. Okay, well, what if I wanted in cash? $42.
I give to
Um,
anyone with such
bye.
generous.
Enjoy your day. No, that's not happening. I'm sorry. Like you freaking kidding me? 40 something dollars for a console that probably was at least two something when it was, when it was like popular and stuff. Nah, y'all tripping. If yeah, you ain't getting me with that. 40 something dollars. Man, please. Think this is, man. Come on. You wildin' out here. What's all these modifiers? Hold on, hold on. Hopefully ain't no champions. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. That's this is the rush down. I thought this was the nightfall or something. That's funny. Hey, this is the thing that I got. But yeah, that's insane. Go to trade something in, and they only gonna give you, and you can actually trade in Pokemon cards at GameStop. Pokemon cards. Interesting. Very interesting. Never knew you could just bring in. We could bring your phones. I think too. It said tablets. You know what I'm saying? So, Tim, I'm about to fall asleep. I had a fun night. Had fun tonight. Have a good night. I appreciate you as well for coming through and hanging out and just you know laughing and just keeping it real as well. Um, I enjoyed myself too. With you being here and Sunshine being here, it was fun. As always, never anything less than that. Never a dull moment with y'all too. Never, which is a good thing. So, about to fall asleep. Hopefully, I wasn't the reason of that, um, but uh, but yeah, you have a wonderful night. You sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Um, you know, what else? It's almost one here. Oh yeah, same here. But I'm off, so that's why I'm on. I'm still on. So otherwise, I would have been gone. But but yeah. But just know that you are very, 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 very appreciated by me. Um, and hopefully, like I said, you sleep tight. That the next day is better than the previous one, and you stay encouraged. And I'll be seeing you around. I'll be talking to you. At some point down the line, I'll be seeing you around definitely. Um, but yeah, it's always a pleasure, always. So just wanted to let you know that. And you're welcome to. I'm always around. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Just when you think that you're not around or whatever, then well, there she is. But hey, that's a wonderful thing. Like I said, you're appreciated a lot. So yeah, have a good night rest, and I will be seeing you later. Just stay alive, man. Don't die. Where's he at? Why do we have to wait? Oh, we ran out of revives, man. Come on. Just stay alive, man. Don't die. Whatever you do, don't die. Oh my god. This dude done left the match. This dude done left the match in the middle of everything. Why would you? I should report him. That's messed up. This is crazy, man. These folks is dumb. They ain't even gonna get nothing for it. You couldn't even complete nothing. Just some glimmer. That's it. Oh, and a medallion. We didn't even get to do nothing. That's sad, man. That's sad. I mean, I'll commend them, but like, couldn't even get any encounters completed because they want to be wusses and leave. Man, that's messed up. I should report them, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm not in the reporting mood, so I'll let them live. I will let them live. And that's rare, because normally, I'll just go right on and report them, like without a care in the world. Shoot, you getting reported. Let's do this again. Well, I don't know why these people they come into these playlists and then they just leave. Like, come on. You actually clicked into this and then you just gonna leave, bro. Like, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, somebody had something. Wait, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Let me launch it first. Thought it already started, but is it here? Oh, there it is. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so and so. I don't even know who these peeps are or peoples. Randomly just following, but okay. Faye started following you. Thoughts in the Wind started following you. Spring's Messenger started following you. Celine started following you. Hopefully these people stay, man. And just backing out and quitting like wussies. Boy. Wow. The wow. Destiny server is acting up now. Wow. Alright, come on, man. Could not connect to Destiny 2 servers. Wow. Not surprised. Good thing I wasn't in anything like super important. I would have been mad. work, then I'll just. I mean, I could always check the server too, real quick, but. Destiny 2 servers are not available. Well, let's see what else I can get into. Put the be right back up there, you know what I mean? Alright. Let me see about the servers real quick. Excuse me. I don't even know who, I don't know, these people are weird, I don't know why on this thing. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I got Need for Speed, Unbound, Stumble Guys. I guess if the server is down, shoot, then I wonder if, let's see, Call of Duty. I can't do Call of Duty because the thing ran out, so I don't even want to try it, and then that happens. So let me see. Guess I can. I could do football. I ain't do football in a minute. Or the 2K. Let's see. Practice mode. What's this? Oh, I'm not doing that. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I'm not trying to do that. Practice mode, okay. Man. Alright. Oh yeah, I was doing this, that's right. So I was in the middle of I think I was doing the second half. 'Cause I know I stopped at halftime. So alright. Alrighty then. Let's go. Finish the second half.
And here is Sykes. Pass to Melbourne.
Hopefully the server's back up. Probably, later on.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Austin. Bring Sykes outside. Taylor grabs the board. And the last time the Mystics won a playoff series was in 2019 when they won it all.
Well, they got bounced in the opening round last year, which makes it 3 of the last 4 years where they've lost in the first round. The Mystics just haven't been able to replicate that 2019 run.
Nice awareness there by Magmagor, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
And Washington has possession.
Oh my God,
Second half just
Sykes.
getting started, about a minute played.
Oh no.
Outside Atkins. The screen by Austin. Let's go with a 3. They get it again.
What a play in attack mode and get inside.
And the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Washington Mystics. Edwards. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her. And when Aaliyah Edwards is on the floor, it's easy to see the presence she has in the post.
She has great touch close to the basket as a very efficient scorer. And she's also very athletic. She's a big who can get up the court in a hurry.
Washington trailing. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Pass to Sykes. Buries it down low.
Remember, she's on the court to do this. Score. Sykes can fill it up once she gets going.
Magmagor with the ball. Screen by Magmagor. Now Queen. 24 points for her. Shoots over Austin. A nice shot by Magmagor.
Wow, Magmagor showing some shooting ability.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Atkins. To the paint. Sykes. That drops and it comes off an assist from aerial accuracy.
Even at 5'9", no fear from Sykes. She plays
Dang, this is
way
a low
bigger
scoring
than her height.
game. Good.
Tremendous heart.
Now Magmagor. Taylor. It's over Edwards. The rebound by Melbourne.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Sykes. Banked in off the glass. The Storm trail. Pass to Magmagor. Now Diggins Smith. Up and in on the layup.
One of the most coachable players in the league, Diggins Smith's curiosity leads to her constant improvement.
Here's Melbourne. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And here is Sykes. Edwards. Queen covering. 6 to shoot. Pass to Melbourne. To the middle. Here's Austin. Doesn't go that time. Outside, Diggins Smith. And here's Necka from the
There
arc.
we go.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Such a perceptive player, Agumake has a great feel for which shots you can make.
Sykes with the ball. She's got 16. Edwards with the screen. The 3. They get it back. The second chance effort. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. Seattle leading. Now here is Queen.
got so
Just gotta
many
get
threes
everybody
today.
else going scoring wise.
Rotations on the perimeter
Can't
have
do it
been
all myself. So
abysmal.
Sykes outside. Screen by Austin. Can they get it? The Mystics again can't hit. And the Storm with possession. Here's Ogumake. Here's Diggins Smith. Doesn't go for her. Excellent D there from Ariel Atkins. And here's Sykes. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
Second team.
And talking about Brittany Sykes, she's known for her defense.
Well, when those GM surveys come out every year, Sykes is normally the pick for best wing defender. She's an old school type of guard, doesn't take a lot of threes, hangs her hat on disrupting opponents.
And the first one.
going out the game.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Van Loo. Now here's Dolson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
When a player has confidence like Dolson, you see the pass coming and expect her to take the shot immediately.
Now Holmes. Back to Diggins Smith. Clock at 6. There's the triple. That shot off. The Mystics on offense. Pass to Angsler. Here's Dolson. And here's Angsler. Walker Kimbrough drills the three-pointer. Now Williams. Now here is Queen. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Storm out in front. They lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Pass to Holmes. Williams. Pulls up. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
With all the shots this offense has drained here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark. And I'm not that good at math, but I know that's a good mark to be at.
Anytime you make more than you miss, Brian, it certainly is good, and any team in the league will take that. Excellent.
Even though she's little compared to the bigger players on the floor, she's done some tall work on the boards.
Pass to Holmes. No good with the triple. The Mystics trailing. Walker Kimbrough. She's guarded by Williams. Angsler with it. Here's Dolson.
Get a stop.
Down low.
Get a stop.
Williams with the steal. Inside. Pass to Holmes. Taylor. Now here's Horston. The three-pointer, no good. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Walker Kimbrough, covered by Lloyd. The shot from 20 feet. Yep, right right through the net.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Taylor. Shot clock at 6. Here's Williams. Good on the triple.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Right.
Van Loo can't hit. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Shot on the wing. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, she found herself in space and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Here's Engsler. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Right wing. There's Van Loo. Sinks the three-pointer.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
And here's Holmes. Lloyd. Up top, Williams. Horston with it. Outside Lloyd. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And Lloyd is a proficient three-point shooter, which is probably why she takes these in bunches.
Here's Van Loo. Wilson with the screen. The three ball. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
Some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Here's Lloyd. Basket number 5 goes in. She's now 5 for 12 from the floor.
Showing the strength right there. Lloyd busting her way through the paint.
Pass to Van Loo. Walker Kimbrough by Lloyd. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Here's Van Loo. The three. Taylor grabs the board.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Fires for 3. And the Storm, another 3.
She's been a different player in the second half. Her shooting percentage is far better than it was before the break.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over.
Seconds on that.